And on this episode of the podcast, we discuss Kanto in the first generation. Ian has been no longer with us, so we rezzed Ace Trainer Garrison to guest star with us.
This is Garrison, or Garry. So we're discussing Kanto today.
Excellent introduction.
I mean, what
I
do you
already
want me to
kind
say?
of, it's okay.
You've been friends with us since childhood. You've played Pokemon with us for years. You joined X and Y.
Me and you used to be pretty good at building competitive teams back in the day.
Yeah, you two were the top of our competitive league. And you actually used two Kanto Pokemon as your opener.
Hell yeah.
Venusaur and Mega Charizard Y, I think you used.
Solar Beam team.
Yeah, Solar Beam team.
Yep.
That was a hell of a team, too.
Yeah, it really was. It was Washrotom. I don't remember who else.
Your Mega Salamence
Tyranitar, Noivern, and...
Don't remember.
That's a decade ago. Yeah, reach back.
He's just that good.
Yeah.
Man,
dude. He's just him. He was him. You know.
Garry and Dylan were the top of our competitive battles, and I refused to use good Pokemon.
I believe Garry was the only one.
Now. I want to know.
I'll dig through. I have my 3DS at home, and I have all of the battle videos, every single one.
I'm also going to go find mine.
But we're going to talk about Kanto today. Gary is filling in for Ian. And we have a few things to cover.
Ian is no longer with us. We have rezzed the spirit of Ace Trainer Garry.
With
Dunn's hot take.
Keep going.
Dunn's hot take with what are the peppers you got for it?
Tabasco peppers.
Tabasco peppers. We have pack openings, one Primal Clash, and two Destined Rivals. I got it right this time. I always confuse that and Journey together. And last but not least, I have a quiz with 3 cards for prizes. And the loser will be eating one of the Tabasco peppers.
Oh, I thought you were going to say one of the cards. I'm like, holy shit. That Venom one on the floor looks kind of appetizing.
Yeah. We'll feed him that card. I think to start us off, we were discussing our top 5 Kanto Pokemon. Not even necessarily our top 5.
This is easy.
But, yeah, I think you and I have strong opinions on this. Garrison didn't play Kanto much growing up.
I think they both kind of neglected to give Kanto as much love as it deserved.
It does deserve love. I can definitely see how with Red and Blue in particular, it was harder because you had to get a Game Boy Color.
Well, you could play it on the Game Boy Advance.
That's true, and
I played it
Jarrett
on
had
the
a
Game
Game
Boy
Boy Advance.
I had one, an SP.
I had an SP.
Yeah,
we're not talking
SP.
about you and I right now. We're talking about him.
Cole had one of those lame battery held. You needed the light.
He had the
Look, I got a Game Boy. Okay.
Listen, I started with a 2DS.
Yeah, Garry got into it a bit late. He was into the cards a lot.
You at least knew.
Well, actually, I started with emulators online. But
I was going to say, that's a little different.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's always different to start. Everyone has a different starting experience.
Let's start at the start of Kanto, actually, with your favorite starter of the 3.
My personal favorite. I'm going to take us off on this one, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not even
absolutely,
giving you guys the
absolutely.
chance. My personal favorite of the 3 is a Charmander. And I know how typical that sounds, but it's the hard mode. You know, playing red version as a kid, you see Charizard and you're like, wait a minute. That is so cool. This dragon, he has a fire on his tail. He has to be cool. And then when you're a kid and you start with Charmander and you're like, wow, this fucking sucks. You know? I mean, the first gym's a rock type.
Yeah, and you have to learn Metal Claw.
And that's only in Fire Red and Leaf Green. You play Red and
real.
Blue. Let me tell you, my first time playing Red and Blue, I was 8 years old. All right?
Playing
it was
Red
rough.
And Blue, there's nothing you can really do to even fix it except for catch a Mankey.
Yeah.
Because your other options in those first few routes are Rattata, who is neutral and not very effective on the Pokemon.
Or bug Pokemon from Viridian Forest, who are weak.
Super effective against. And,
Yep.
Oh, and of course Pidgey and Spearow, who are also weak.
Now, no, not dogging on Squirtle or Venus or Bulbasaur. I'm sorry, I just have to finalize my point. I will not dog on those two because I've played with them. I collect their cards. Some of my favorite Pokemon in general. but they just pale in comparison to the cool-ass orange dragon. Come on, man.
Can I just say something about Charmander real quick?
Oh, dumb.
His tail went out in the anime. He was just a little bitch, and Ash was just whiny as shit. But okay, that's all I need.
Everyone hates Ash. That's universal. We could talk about the anime too.
We should throw that in there, maybe. Just a
little
little.
but we're doing starters right now. Don,
Pass
if you
the
go ahead.
torch.
Bulbasaur. That's all I have to say.
I'm
Enough said.
agreeing.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur is just neat. It's that he is the most Jurassic Park of the three. Like
He's supposed to be the plant dinosaur.
the
I like that.
dinosaur. He's got the jungle plants growing on his back.
He's very cool looking. I'm
He's
a big
a
Ivysaur
very
guy.
He's a
Pokemon.
cute little guy.
And he's good for a grass type in Gen 1.
Well, and if you want to talk gameplay, he's the easy mode. He's
Yeah.
good in the first 2 gyms. He's good against most of the Pokemon you encounter.
He resists Lieutenant Surge, the third gym.
Yep.
He's going
not-
into Erica, the poison type.
He's not something to worry about. Exactly, status moves. He's not something that you have to worry about until you reach Blaine in the 7th gym in the late game, and by then you already have a Gyarados. So
Yeah, it really doesn't matter by that point. But I've always just loved the design, like the flower blossoming over the evolution. You have just all of these things going on with Venusaur that, and again, all 3 of the starters are great. I love each of them dearly in their own way, and I've played through the game with all.
I'll never dog on the Kanto starters.
Yeah, but for me, Charmander just isn't as good as Bulbasaur, and I know that's a controversial one, but
I don't know.
and they're all really good.
I don't know. I feel Bulbasaur might be the 2nd most popular, as far as fans are concerned.
Squirtle really was, at least for a while back when
Bro,
they
Squirtle had that cool anime episode where he had the
Squirtle
sunglasses.
Squad, man.
Even the
Squirtle
anime
Squad.
appearances,
Everyone
Squirtle
knows.
made his mark. Absolutely.
Squirtle Squad, everyone knows. And he was the coolest,
Yeah.
most badass guy in the first season.
Bro,
That's true.
Charizard was kind of underplayed in the anime.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, also a little overrated in the anime too. 'Cause-
I mean, he was just lazy.
Well,
yeah,
that was the
and
whole thing.
the
Yeah.
point of
That's why he's Ian's
It's because
favorite.
he's supposed to. If that were the case, Snorlax would be his favorite. Damn. If Charizard were, he's supposed to represent the
Here,
different.
let him keep
It's gonna
sweating,
take me a
Cameron.
second. You threw me for a loop on that one.
Are you doing a Jim from The Office bit?
Yeah, bro, it's my Halloween costume.
Jim Halpert.
This is being recorded on Halloween.
Yeah,
It's Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Oh.
Happy Halloweener.
Yeah, our boy.
Yeah, Yamask is our Pokemon of the week.
This is a train
I
wreck.
might have seen
Yeah, it is.
It's reel it back in.
Yeah, reel it back in.
I might have jumped the gun on that. I don't know.
I-
It's normally end of the episode.
Oh,
but-
okay.
Is it? I don't know. We
Garry
still
didn't
haven't
say it.
established it.
Yeah,
It's your
of the
turn.
3.
That's what I was
So
trying
wait.
to say.
Were we doing like just basics, or were we
They're
doing?
doing all 3.
And on this episode of the podcast, none of us know what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's every episode. I won't lie.
Okay. So, if I had to go in like a line, Venusaur is my favorite stage 2,
He's
and then probably Ivysaur, but then probably Squirtle is my favorite stage or basic.
okay.
That's
okay.
very fair.
And like I think the Kanto starters are very unique in their stage 1 Pokemon all make sense for their basic, like the evolution line all like looks
It does.
Very
It does.
completely.
It just tracks. Yeah.
and like a lot of like other evolution lines just like the
I think
stage
Gen
the
2
stage 1 just like you look at it and go that
When
goes to stage 2.
I think
and-
Gen
yeah.
2 is
Yeah, I
pretty
get
good
what you
about
mean.
that.
I get what you mean.
Gen 2 is good about that in the, like, you got Totodile to Feraligatr, you got Bayleaf,
Cyndaquil.
Chikorita to Meganium, and you got
Cyndaquil to Typhlosion. Gen
Yeah.
3 does okay. Gen 4
I don't
not
know,
so
bro.
bad. Well, Gen 3
I've
kind of
always
follows.
struggled with like the Grovyle and Deceptile.
Okay, I see where you're coming from with that. I see where you're coming from. This is not a Gen 3 discussion, but
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from with
Yeah.
that.
Well, you
However,
with Pokemon, you kind of can't talk about the
Gen
rest of
1 has
Pokemon.
that nice
Yeah.
fluid motion like you guys were saying. I have to agree with you on that.
But I don't know. I think Venusaur is probably the coolest out of the 3 in terms of the competitive aspect for me. Chlorophyll Venusaur was
Yeah,
quite literally
Chlorophyll
like
Venusaur is...
it's just fun.
It's a ton of fun.
Yeah.
What a
It's
time.
also very, like, I like strategizing, and you have to strategize around that. Charizard, you can just, like,
brute
hit people
force.
and-
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
click the button and win.
Yeah.
Well, Gary's one of the only guys that could totally counteract my Aegis/Alakazam
Yeah.
team back in the day. So.
Not that Chlorophyll Venusaur actually was in the original games.
Well,
but
no, but it added to your love for him.
Pokemon has changed over time. But moving on, I think we're going to talk about our favorite Pokemon outside of the starters. So, I think one I want to bring up, and I'm going to bring up an underrated one first. I'm going to bring up Kingler.
Ooh,
Kingler is great.
Especially his appearances in the anime.
Yeah,
Kingler.
he's
Come on now.
just
He has a
silly
slim.
guy.
He has one episode or whatever, 2 episodes, and it is fire.
Well, no, he's in more episodes because Ash catches him.
Well, I
Yeah.
just mean the episode where he catches him.
That's true. But-
the episode that focuses on Kingler.
Kingler's throughout the show. He's great. He's really silly and dumb, but you always enjoy when he's on screen. I love his design. I think about his EX Crystal Guardians art, the Delta Species Fire one.
Yep.
That's such a
He's
good
got the
art for
crystal in
card.
his claw.
And just every
Yeah.
card
pretty
he's
cool,
in,
man.
like, he is a perfect blend of, like, friendly monster and crab that I think a lot of other Pokemon haven't. In future generations, they've failed to capture as well.
Would you eat him?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, absolutely. A side of garlic butter.
Kingler Claw
Oh, man.
is canonically like a good food.
So
So
like,
Slowpoke tail.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Slowpoke.
but I just really
I would
enjoy
eat a
Kingler.
Slowpoke
He was
tail.
also one of my first Pokemon cards ever.
Okay.
I think it's Fossil. He was printed in.
Yes.
Fossil Kingler. I just
It's Fossil or
special
Jungle. I always get them confused. I won't lie.
a special place close to my heart. But
my only
Jungle
problem
Blossom.
with Kingler is I was introduced to Corphish
It took a
first.
second to sink.
and that's fair.
Dude, and you know what? That's fair because Corphish and Crawdaunt are some of my favorite Pokemon of all time, and they do, in my opinion, overshadow Kingler simply because of that dark typing and the moves that it can learn on top of
That's
that.
very true, but for me, Kingler was just always.
Yeah.
Kingler is my boy. I have a soft spot in my heart for all Kanto Pokemon because Leaf Green was the second Pokemon game I ever obtained. The first one I ever bought. It was like 2006. And Kingler's one of the ones that I caught and used in my team for the first time I played. And he was reliable throughout the entire gameplay, you know?
I completely agree, especially when he got. Was Crabhammer in original Gen 1?
He was
or
in
that-
Gen 3.
Gen 3 because they gave that to Crawdaunt and Ruby
Yes.
Sapphire.
Yes.
Right.
And Kingler and Krabby could learn it because, you know,
I
Crab.
can never remember because I definitely played way more Fire Red than I did Red and Blue. Like, you know.
I understand. I played a fair amount of both. I put so much time into Red.
Red was an experience
And
as well.
because of that, I have differing favorites. You know what I mean? For Red version, I have different favorites than I do on Leaf Green or Fire Red
That's
because
very
the
true,
gameplay was
Fire
so different back in the day. And anybody watching and listening who has played the games, I'm sure knows exactly what I'm saying.
Exactly.
It's so
Yeah.
vastly different from Gen 1 to Gen 3.
And then even going into like Heart Gold Soul Silver is
Oh,
so
man.
different from
Gen
3
2.
because the second half of the game you're all in Kanto and it's just very different. You have higher power gym leaders.
That's another thing that skews my opinions too, is because playing Gold and Silver and Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you can go back to Kanto, and
At
that's a
the end
huge
of the
part
game.
of the game.
Yeah,
is-
like the battle with Red on Mount Silver
it's
is
legendary.
the historic battle. It's such a great penultimate moment, the moment after the champion, where it's the final showdown with the original protagonist.
it's
it's-
you fighting yourself.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
what it's supposed
It's
to
you
be.
fighting yourself, and Pokemon Infinite Fusion does this really cool thing. It's a fan game, but I love because you play as Gold in that game, and the game's all weird. A whole bunch of stuff happens in it. If you know about the game, you know, and if you don't know about the game, basically you get the DNA splicers at the beginning of the game, and you can fuse your Pokemon, like all of the Pokemon can fuse with all the other Pokemon.
Yeah.
But at the end of the game,
And I don't know what this has to do with Kanto.
I'm getting back to this point, I promise. But at the end of the game, you can fight a fusion of Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina, a three-way fusion. And
Still
So
not
we're doing
Kanto.
3 ways now?
No.
Okay, now I'm interested.
Oh. No, but because they're the trio of time, space, and antimatter. When you fight them, you go back in time after, like a rift opens up, and you are then, or you're playing red in this scenario. Sorry, you're not playing gold. You then fight gold as he walks up to you on Mount Silver.
So that's where it connects to Kanto.
Yeah. Just a really neat thing.
So anyway, I like Kangaskhan.
I love Kangaskhan. Honestly, Kangaskhan is one of my favorites, especially after they gave it a Mega.
Say.
We're redoing. Okay,
I'm gonna keep
Kangaskhan.
my mouth open.
Kangaskhan's one of my favorites. I do agree with you there, pal.
Yeah, Kangaskhan is good, Gary. I absolutely agree. Unfortunately, we had to cut because of Jarrett once again.
Oh boy.
Especially after they gave him a Mega
ahead, Dylan.
in X and Y.
You can say yours. I know.
What, my favorite?
Go ahead, say it.
Well, I'm not done talking about Kangaskhan yet.
Yeah, no, Kangaskhan is great.
Kangaskhan's Mega made it so usable back in X and Y days, man.
It's so true.
Even,
I thought the design of Kangaskhan was pretty cool.
oh
Where,
yeah.
like,
oh yeah.
they took... It's almost like a kangaroo, but then they crossed it with, like, some, like,
An armadillo of
rhinoceros type,
sorts.
like,
Yeah,
armadillo.
Something that looked tough.
Yeah.
It made it look mean, almost angry.
Yeah,
but it's a mom
that,
protecting
like,
its
What
baby.
is it, like a marsupial? Where
Yeah,
they have a pouch?
marsupial.
Yeah, it still was a marsupial.
It's that nice monster animal fusion that I think Gen 1 does so well.
Yeah.
And it kind of keeps that cross between the two.
Gen 1 had a certain feel to it, which I'll get into later more.
Yeah.
You know, it just had that certain energy because it was early and they weren't sure of the future of Pokemon. So.
Yeah, and the
Yeah, but,
designs
like-
are fairly different as well, like compared to modern Pokemon. It's
true.
I think it's interesting in Gen 1, though, how, like, they have unfinished evolution lines and also just, like, basic Pokemon like Tangela there. To where then, like...
that's
they-
very true.
It shows, like, yeah, they weren't sure, but, like, they had, like, this overarching plan, it seems, to, like,
They knew
expand.
They knew
Yeah.
Gold and Silver were coming because they simply. Now, this is a topic I can get into later because we're still supposed to discuss our favorites and all. But Gold and Silver were the planned sequels only because they knew Red and Blue didn't have enough space on the Game Boy cartridge.
Mm-hmm.
They were working with the limitations at the time. The Game Boy cartridge simply didn't have enough space for what they intended.
Yeah,
they
and-
wanted Red and Blue and Gold and Silver to be the same game.
Yeah, they did, and then they couldn't.
They couldn't
go
make it
through with
happen.
that.
They
Eventually,
made Red and Blue and were like, okay, we have all. They made all what up 252 or whatever, 251 because Lugia came with the movie and only got implemented into the game because he was so popular.
And that's where we see like those anime appearances, especially. That's why you kind of see that weird blend of Johto Pokemon appearing way earlier than they should. You see Ho-Oh in the first episode.
Well, that's where Missing No comes from, and like I said, we can
Yeah.
get into this more later.
Yeah, but there are Pokemon like in the first Pokemon movie. Donphan is in it.
Donphan shows up, yeah.
Misty gets a Togepi
Early in the
first anime.
series, even.
Yeah, like there's just this weird blending of Gen 1 and 2.
Shit. Ho-Oh first episode, yeah.
Well, I literally said
Oh.
that.
No, and it just, that's why
he just kind
what?
of flew across my mind.
Okay, so my favorite Kanto Pokemon is well known amongst everyone in the friend group here. It is Alakazam. He's my boy. Oh yeah, you know, ever since Fire Red and Leaf Green, I only was able to use him a handful of times as a kid because I was never able to trade on the Game Boy with you guys because I was one of the only guys that had a Game Boy.
And a link cable at that.
I owned the link cable. Yes, I was the only one with a link cable.
He was Link.
And I think that was such an interesting thing with Gen 1 as well. Like,
Link
Fire Red
cables.
and Leaf Green or Red and Blue. The link cable.
Well, let me tell you, that's just something about... Let me tell you something, man. I feel old and I feel Joe Biden. That part of history is long since gone, you know. The wiring up to communicate with your friends, having to be in the same room, that was something that was hard to do as a kid, you know.
Oh, yeah. And that's kind of the evolution of video games itself.
True,
As
and
in,
that's a whole
like,
nother topic. You
Yeah.
know?
But especially getting Pokemon and, like, you get a Machoke. You get a Haunter.
A Kadabra.
you
And
get a
Alakazam
Kadabra.
being one of my favorite Pokemon and not being able to evolve my Kadabras because I can't get together with my friends, you know.
And Graveler as well. It helps.
Golem.
It helps you it makes you hyper fixate on this Pokemon a bit more because you're like, I can't get it.
If it's that unobtainability, you know, and
Like-
let alone it's a power and ability in the game.
You also have to think of, like, it's the unknown at some point, too.
That's true. That's
Because,
true.
like, Like
Especially-
this is like when we were playing, like you could like Google it like a little bit, but like
That's very
It
true.
was. I
Back
mean,
then.
computer access was few and
Yeah.
far in between when we
Yeah.
were young. You know, I mean, the only time I had access to a computer was in
You had to
Sterling
get
Elementary's
guidebooks.
library, dude. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, the guy.
so like some kid on the playground just like telling you, "Oh, you gotta trade it, bro."
yeah.
Yeah. and
Do
then,
I
like,
believe him?
Trade me. Yeah.
And that's where playground myths and we'll. I feel
That'll
like we
be a
can
whole.
talk.
That could be a whole episode.
That's true, but I feel like we can talk about one this episode at the
We
end.
can talk about a few because it
That's
relates
true.
to Gen 1 and Kanto.
But
In fact, that's one of them. I mean, just trade me your Pokemon, watch this.
yeah,
And then you never
getting
get it
scammed
back
out of
because the
Pokemon.
guy's a dickhead or whatever. you know?
Yeah.
Anthony.
Stamphony, yeah.
Scamthony.
That's all we'll have to call him.
Garrison was also a victim of Scamthony, so.
And on this episode of the podcast, we reveal some of our shared trauma.
I got touched in
But-
Boy Scouts.
Just kidding. Where's my text?
He said it. Cole's gonna have to make another cut. And I love it.
No, I'm leaving that in. That's on you. That's on you. I'm gonna post that as a short.
It's funny.
So
But can I
but
say mine?
we've covered everybody's
That-
except
Let
for
him finish
Dunn's.
without-
That won't be
Oh,
hard to
yeah.
cut
If you want
out.
to say anything else about Alakazam?
Other than him being a little, he had that mystique plus that mustache. Are
He
you
was
kidding me? Come
also
on, his
the
mustache.
psychic type of Gen 1.
That's true.
I feel like that can't
see
go
the
unstated.
Well, I trimmed mine off, you know, but in some of the previous episodes, I had the long mustache, and that would be the inspiration for that is solely Alakazam.
Yeah, but he was the psychic type in Gen 1. He was...
He was broken in red and blue. If you
Yeah,
had an
in red and blue
Alakazam in
especially.
red and blue or yellow,
Yeah,
call it a wrap. It's over. You have the game.
it's rough. Jarrett.
It's a little bit of a hot take, but Cubone. He's
No,
he's a sad boy.
That's not a hot take at all.
He's a sad boy. It's
I
a
love
sad
Cubone.
story, but you gotta love him.
Cubone and Marowak are such, like... It shows the darker side of Pokemon, which is something I always appreciate.
Something that Gen 1
the-
did a lot more than any of the other generations, which we
especially
can get
with
into
Lavender
more too.
Town and the Pokemon
Yes.
Tower, and the fact that jumping into a bit further into the game, you kill Blue's Raticate. You don't just.
Well, that's a
faint it.
theory, okay? It's
It-
never
it-
been officially confirmed
That's
by
fair.
Nintendo. We will not endorse
But-
that. This is just simply a theory.
That's true, but it is partially implied, at the very least, that Blue is there mourning the death of one of his Pokemon.
One that you mayhaps have battled.
And
Anyhow.
Raticate no longer appears on the team after. A lot of theories come out of
That's
Gen
something
1
I
too.
almost want to discuss on this episode, is the darker aspects of Pokemon that were in Gen 1 and Kanto specifically, because
For real.
the more we move into the future, I complain about it. It's mostly a nitpick in the newer games, so. But the newer games are kind of a little too lighthearted, in my opinion, you know? Pokemon games in the past, think about our childhood even, with Diamond and Pearl, there was always something that included a little bit of a dark
You're
aspect.
telling me Cyrus wasn't dark?
Well, you guys see, so people will understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? We've kind of lost that in these newer games.
Yeah, I think we definitely have, to a certain extent.
I mean,
And-
Gen 1 was hella good at it. I mean, Dark Cave was a cave people used to get lost and die in, is the lore of it, because it was so dark.
Yeah,
You know?
that's very true. But bringing it back to Cubone and Marowak, it's that,
Sorry to derail.
it's that darker side of Pokemon. I 100%
I guess I
agree with
Yeah,
you.
I don't
I
think
think
that's
it's
a hot
interesting.
take.
No, I
I-
agree. Honestly,
lot of
I
people
like
like
Cubone.
Cubone.
Well,
He's-
I
and
think
he's
the
cute.
more like
Yeah.
people have explored the lore of like Pokemon too, I think it's only grown in popularity.
Yeah, absolutely,
that's
absolutely.
very true.
Especially with Alolan Marowak and
Yeah.
stuff, it just
Oh,
expanded
yeah.
the lore even more, and it helped his popularity. You know, which
Yeah.
isn't a bad thing. I love Alolan Marowak, so I'm not talking
Alolan
shit.
Marowak was, it's such a cool, it's a fire dancer that's a ghost type. And
And he's made peace finally.
yeah, and
He learned his
so
mother
cool.
wasn't murdered; it was disease
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. That's the lore, I guess. I read that somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't play the video games.
Me neither. I skipped over those ones.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did.
Trust me, bro. I'm Wikipedia.
I also have to talk about a Pokemon near and dear to my heart. The beginnings of them, at least. Rhyhorn and Rhydon. Come on. They're so cool, dude. They're rhinoceroses in the Safari Zone.
They're made of rocks. They're
It's
supposedly
rhinoceros, dude.
they're supposedly strong enough to take down moving vehicles. I understand your ability and your love for them.
Also, there's a
Video
great
games.
portion in the
Charizard can melt Rhydon rocks, though.
that is true. But there's also, if you remember in the original anime, there's that Rhyhorn stampede they're running from.
That is a good episode.
And I've always loved rhinos as a kid, and I was a big fan of the jungle.
Didn't? Who
And-
didn't?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But
Everything you liked when you were 12 you're right. It's still cool.
yeah, it's true.
And this guy's living proof of it. It's not an insult.
Garrison, you liked whiskey when you were 12?
No, I didn't.
I was talking about you, Cole.
Oh yeah, that's.
You are living proof of.
I thought you pointed at Garrison.
Hot
You pointed at me.
I think Rhyhorn is worse than Jinx.
That is a hot take because I don't like
hate you.
Jinx.
I hate you.
I really don't like
much.
Jinx.
Hey, at least Jinx is kissable. The other one's just a rock.
I wouldn't even say that.
Jinx is a
Um,
terrible
Right one's
Pokemon.
just a rock.
Jinx is psychic ice type, bro. Those are no.
It has so many weaknesses.
I think Psychic Ice type is such a cool typing thematically, though.
It is. Don't
that's
get me
true.
wrong, but it doesn't fit her.
but it is
design.
then weak to Bug, Ghost, Dark if we're playing after.
Let's
the
list
original
Jinx's
game.
weaknesses.
We're
Bug,
weak to
dark,
fighting,
ghost,
rock,
fighting, rock,
fire.
fire.
Well, I mean, Ice type is just a flawed type in general.
That's-
which
I
that's
think I
very
already
true.
mentioned fighting, but I'm
like,
saying
I
it
mean,
again.
It's kind of meant to be, though. It's like it should have like a larger trade-off.
It's
for,
even.
like-
And enough said. Moving on. My first time experiencing the Kanto region. I want to talk about this, and I think you guys might be able to chime in a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
let's jump into the progression of the game.
I was
as part of the topic.
literally 4 or 5 years old. Fire Red, Leaf Green, brand new games. And, man, let me tell you, playing them, it felt different, because I played Ruby before that. And Ruby and Hoenn, I have my opinions about Hoenn. Hoenn's one of my favorites.
That's
Possibly
very
my
true.
favorite. I mean, literally my favorite Pokemon come from Hoenn. But Kanto afterwards felt like a different experience, especially Fire Red, Leaf Green with the Sevi Islands and, yada yada. But the Pokemon just felt like familiar, because I had older cousins, as many people out there I'm sure did, older siblings, older cousins.
Yeah.
Or they themselves were that proper age, where it just felt kind of nostalgic, even as a young kid, to be like, wow, these are old guys. This is cool. I'm a nerd now, My first time experiencing Kanto was kind of magical. It really just helped open me into the world of Pokemon. And I don't know how it made anybody else feel in the world, but that's how it made me.
I would say it's probably similar for me and Cole because I started with Leaf Green.
Yeah,
So-
I
Leaf Green's a
Fire Red
goated
was
game.
my second game, but Kanto was my original cards. So for me, I think the majesticism of Kanto comes from. It was the first time I had gotten my hand on cards out before even opening packs, because I wasn't allowed to buy packs. I was given a ton of them for Christmas, if you remember, from base set all the way through to Rocket.
Yep.
And Gym Challenge 2.
Back when you
But-
could find those at Kmart for $3.99.
yeah,
2002, 2003,
A giant box full of cards, and
Good
having
times.
all of those base set cards, and because I wasn't allowed to get Pokemon, but then I was gifted those, and suddenly there was no stopping me from becoming a fan of Pokemon. And while the games were part of it, but my parents were more willing to excuse video games. They're like, we really don't want him getting into the cards. That full stop when I had gotten that box. I sorted every single one of them. I spent hours on Christmas Day sorting cards. I gave copies to everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone
Still have
has
lots.
a first edition Machamp. And
Still have lots of those copies to this day.
like,
It's heavily damaged, but I got it.
yeah.
me too, baby, me too. Used to keep it in my pocket, raw
all
dog,
gotten
no
damaged
sleeve.
over time, and some have stayed in fairly good shape, as we
He's
found
in there right now.
when I was redoing my binders. But it was that introduction and that massive gift. It was that magical Christmas gift that really made me fall in love with all of the Kanto Pokemon. Sorting each of them out, looking at which arts were my favorites, being able to follow and just look through all of them constantly. I used to spend hours just gazing at cards because I thought they were so cool. And we still do that now. Just
Random sidebar. Were your guys' parents like prohibitive to you collecting Pokemon?
Oh, absolutely not. I had terrible parents, dude. They let us do anything we wanted.
Yeah.
my parents tried in the beginning because they're like, we don't know if we want them getting into a card game, and then that was the end of it.
I think that's so weird though, because your dad is really into football cards.
That's very true.
But it is gambling, and gambling is a sin, so.
I don't even think it was about that. I think it was just like
Yeah, you can't get bonus bets from it.
it wasn't. See, it wasn't the Christian thing because your cousins had the Christian thing where they're.
My aunt straight torched all of their cards. I mean, I watched 6 or 7 first edition Charizards go in flames that day.
It
was
and
a
lot
sad
of
day in
a lot of
June
people had those cards
2007.
happen. Thrown away, burned by fire. That wasn't mine. My parents were just like, Cole, you could get actual toys. You know, like, you could do things. You could go outside.
Cardboard.
And instead I went, cardboard.
Shiny cardboard.
Cardboard.
Oh, dude.
Color TV.
I mean, like I was always allowed to buy packs if I had my own money to buy them. Like, you know.
That was my stipulation,
Yeah.
too.
Like, I had to fund it. Like, they weren't going to go out and
Gary
buy
had
it.
his house on the bus.
My grandparents, like I said before, to these guys at least, my grandparents used to spoil me, but I would have to buy my own when I was with my parents.
Yeah, it was that or birthday and Christmas gifts, and my nana at the time, I definitely got her to get me a lot of cards. Because I love the cards.
But, like, I think, like, back in the day when we were, like, doing all that, and, like, you had the original, like, base set and, like, jungle and all that stuff. Like, we made up our own game, you know?
That's very
true. We didn't play by normal rules at all.
We're like, I'm going to battle you with this guy, and I'm just going to straight play Alakazam without evolving him.
Because, like, we didn't have energies.
No, we played
had
it
a
more
ton of
like
energies.
the video game more than we did the actual card game, you know. And
I didn't have
So you were
energies.
playing ZA before ZA.
I have a ton
Yes.
of energies still. But we would do all of these different games, and I'm sure that's why the cards got damaged. Playground trading was a
God.
huge part of that.
Oh, God. Me and my brother, we made so much black market money. I mean, they got banned at Sterling Elementary because of how much kids were getting in trouble with their parents for using their lunch money to buy Pokemon cards from us.
Yeah, I was definitely in the category of I had a lot of every card, and my business was lucrative in that aspect.
I remember Mr. Dreyer, his veins popping. He's all mad about us selling those cards in the playground in the gazebo of Sterling Elementary.
Yep.
Just doxed my childhood self. Don't care. That was worth it.
Yeah,
Those memories are good.
Well, like,
It's
think
amazing.
about that.
What if somebody goes back in time?
A child would have rather not ate lunch.
Isn't that something?
Yeah,
And they wanted to have some Pokemon cards.
Oh, man.
Still would. That's
Still
why we
would.
live on ramen.
That's why
the
I'm
power of Pokemon.
considering spending the mortgage payment on Pokemon cards. Nothing changes.
There's
Just the amount of money.
There's something that I think they do really well with franchising. I'm gonna move the cord real quick because that keeps getting kicked.
You're good.
But
It hasn't been unplugged.
okay, that's good. But I think there's something to be said for, like, Pokemon did really well in the beginning, and we talked about this in the spin-off episode of franchising themselves, spreading out their roots in all direction, from card game to video game to show to books.
The plushies.
to
Multimedia.
plushies. Yeah, very multimedia, and you would see it everywhere. And if you didn't see it in stores or on TV, you saw it via someone at school, and it just drawed you in.
I mean, you saw your first Charizard card, and you're sold instantly.
Yeah, it's
You see your first Sceptile.
they're just.
You see
cards
your
that-
first Dragonite.
they're-
Flygon.
He's down the line.
There are cards that definitely
Salamence.
just pull you in.
I mean-
Yeah, there's ones.
And
And-
kids these days, they see Hydreigon and stuff for the first time.
Oh yeah.
They get to see Mega Gengar or Mega,
Bro.
as their first exposure to Pokemon. Could you imagine?
Hydreigon came out in like
None of this has to do with
2011.
Kanto anymore.
Well,
I know.
we're-
Can you
we're-
imagine?
To be fair,
Yeah.
we're
That
talking
being
about
your
the root of
first
the card.
Pokemon?
Those people are like 13 years old now. I know, that's what I'm saying.
We're old is the
You old
moral of the
motherfucker.
story.
I've reached unk status.
It's okay. Of the three of us, Jarrett's gonna
Oh.
die first. So.
Not likely. I have Parkinson's.
It's a tough battle over here.
I'll race you to the grave.
And
Okay, you might have
speaking
to
of
cut all
racing
that.
to the grave,
Happy Halloween, everyone.
happy Halloween.
Again.
We're gonna talk about games progression, and I think the best place to start.
Racing to the grave.
Well, the race
Lavender
to the-
Town.
Yeah, that
Lavender Town.
the first part of the game.
Now, you've played Kanto, right?
No.
What?
Really?
Okay, then
And
you
not
guys
a-
remember your first time. Okay,
Yeah, yes.
Okay, wait. I should slightly
It was a
have
little
played
spooky.
Kanto.
put yourself in
building
these
back
shoes
then.
then, okay? You're 5 years old. It's November 16th, 2005.
Mhm.
You're sitting in the dark of your room. Robot Chicken's playing on the TV. You're way past your bedtime.
You're under the blanket.
You're
Uh-huh.
literally under your blankets,
Yeah.
So
playing
don't
your
get
Game
yelled
Boy
at.
Advance.
Yep.
The sound is on. You just get out of dark cave, dark tunnel, whatever the hell it's called, and you battle the guy outside, and you're like, okay, I have just made it to the next town. What's next? And all you hear is that music. That fucking music.
Yeah.
I'd shut the sound off instantly. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I was a little kid. I was like, I started shivering,
And
huh?
they- and
I was
especially-
scared. I was a scared little boy.
Bones were rattled.
Especially.
Oh,
with,
man. You
it's-
talk to that NPC that says, have you seen... Oh, do you believe in ghosts?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
And-
guess not. Then that white hand on your shoulder must not be real. I,
and then it
as a kid,
disappears.
as
That's
a kid,
horrifying.
I was freaked out, man. I was like,
It was like Ghost
What? Ah!
Game Boy.
It was
my Charizard
terrifying.
could not save me.
Like the theme of the tower is the dead. of
Especially-
Pokemon. It's such a melancholy mood in the
Yeah.
town.
And
There are
the tower
mourners
killed me.
all in Pokemon Tower. It's
and then you
dark.
walk into
All
Pokemon
the
Tower,
graves, all
and
the
you
graves.
think you're okay. You're like, my over-leveled starter, it's got this. I'm already level 42, and we're not even at the 5th gym yet. This is gonna be cake.
and
no,
then you don't even have the Sylph Scope.
you can't even harm the enemies in the tower, Gary.
Yeah.
It's
because
so bad.
You walk in
I've
and
never
there's
made
this
it there.
Put
blurred
yourselves
shadow
in these shoes. You're 5
There's
years
this
old. You
blurred
know
shadow.
nothing else.
that just attacks you and you can't.
You're in
harm
the dark.
Pokemon
Your
because
left
you
eye
can't.
doesn't work.
There are candles
Your
and
left eye still
graves.
doesn't work.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The tower is filled with candles and graves.
I
It's
love
just
that we always have
freaky.
our own little bits going.
But moving to back.
Moving backwards, yeah, we got a little ahead of ourselves. It's Halloween, so we
Well,
have to discuss
yeah,
Lavender Town.
we do have to.
There's no not discussing Lavender Town.
You can't not. But moving back to Route 1,
Plus
I
the
think
music in
you're-
Pokemon Tower. Oh my god.
yeah.
Okay. Anyways, moving on.
back to
Sorry.
Route 1, and you meet Garry,
The music.
the most cocky and iconic of all the rivals, and everyone named him Buttface, Dick Nose,
Kale Bob.
something like that.
Ian.
Yeah, you either named him after your friends, or you're like, this is funny if I named him Fart.
Fart Dick.
Fart Dick, exactly. You give him some funny name, and you're laughing every time you run into him. And it's like, my grandson, what's his name again?
Something I have to
yes,
mention.
Poop Face.
Something I have to mention about Kanto,
Dumb.
Gen 1 and Gen 3, is the sound, the music. Every time, because it plays in with, I'm only bringing it up because it plays in with the rival in Gen 1, Route 1.
Yep.
The music throughout the entire game kind of, it really gives you the feeling of like it's just trying to show you the tutorial of the rest of this series.
That's
Garry
true.
kind of brought it up with like, they were definitely planning more.
It gives that like mystical discovery vibe.
Yeah,
Even that
yeah.
intro scene with Professor Oak, the ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
That's literally the whole song. It repeats after that.
Nut.
It is a nut, dude.
Yeah, it's
Would.
so iconic.
I would fuck Professor
And
Oak
they
so
do-
hard.
They do such a good.
Whoa.
Well, Ash's mom does that, or the Mr. Mime. It depends. Maybe it's a threesome deal. I don't know.
They're gonna be fighting me over my man.
Is there
Anyways.
a chair in the bedroom?
I'll sit it. Anyways, Route 1 music.
Pokemon does a really great job.
Oh, I can still hear it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like I'm playing the game for the first time.
But Pokemon does a really good job of the progression of the story via music. The gym battles have such like
It's intense.
They have an importance.
I got sweaty at the Elite.
Well,
Yeah, the Elite
yes.
Four is especially iconic.
tense.
Giovanni and Team Rocket's music of like
The sinister.
Yeah,
it kind of has that.
And the legendary battle music.
That's the rival music, but whatever.
Yeah, they do a great job of setting the tone via music. And when you do that first rival battle, you're like, okay, this is cool. And then
He's
the
a
wild
snarky prick. I got it.
Yeah, the wild battle music. Gary just runs off, and he's always a dick to you, even though you bring him the town map or the parcel which has the town map in it. And then going off, finding your first Pokemon, accidentally wandering to the left of the map in the direction of the Elite Four, and finding, hey, you can't come here. This is
You
where the
need
powerful.
surf, dumb dick.
And all of
It's
these
literally
different
how
things.
that route works.
The old man that teaches you how to catch Pokemon, and if you say
Viridian City.
I
love-
love some things happen. In
That's something
Red
I
and
want to
Blue.
mention too. Is I love how the game kind of starts as a tutorial in Viridian City and ends as a tutorial in Viridian City with the gym battle against Giovanni. You know, it kind of comes full circle, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
It does that good job. Of Viridian Gym is the,
It does
the
okay,
guy's
you
gone,
know?
and you're like, well, when am
I
gonna
wonder who it
battle him?
is. Yeah, I wonder when I get to bat. I can't wait till I can find him, and you know.
And then making your way up.
Then
You
the-
just spoiled the whole thing.
yeah, well, if you haven't played it by now, Gary, you're a fucking loser.
Gary,
Okay.
A little behind the times.
We're
The
coming.
game
up
is
on
30 goddamn
years.
years old. Get the fuck over it. If you haven't even heard these spoilers by now.
Spoiler.
Spoilers to anybody, okay, for a 30-year-old fucking franchise that's the #1 in the world. You just got me
Man,
heated on
That
this.
kid that's experienced Hydreigon for the first time, he has not played this.
I'm sure he's watched a YouTube video.
Yeah,
I hope a child is not watching this though. So
I would hope children are
Viridian
watching this.
Forest as well. I want to talk about the music there. Going in there and being swarmed by bug Pokemon and the bug catchers.
The bug catchers, man. I started with Charmander. They were easy work.
Yeah, and in Red
It was
and
such a
Blue,
letdown when I found out the gym was a rock type.
Yeah, in Red and Blue, you feel so powerful going in with Charmander. You're like, yes, yes, yes.
I almost have Charmeleon every single time.
So like when you first played the games, did you understand typing?
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
You,
It
eventually-
explains it to you.
It does
though.
explain
okay.
it, and you kind of learn over time.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
guess you're right. I do just gloss over that now.
Yeah, no, it's something that you take for granted as we're veteran players, you know?
Yeah,
We've
it-
played generations of games.
They start to talk to you about the type
I mean,
charting,
you
and you're
were a
like,
competitive
A,
player.
A.
I mean, you were a competitive player at one point. You don't need to hear any of that bullshit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
after the Viridian,
Mild competitive
I do wanna
player.
say one.
well,
Yeah, no.
still competitive.
But you go into
You,
Viridian
you made
Forest,
good teams.
and it has that like dark and spooky vibe of the.
I don't know, dude. I could recite it with my mouth right now. Don't challenge me.
I know.
Challenge
And
accepted.
Dum 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 boom boom. I skipped some of it, but
yeah. And, but when you go through Viridian Forest, it's so interesting, and then you're like, hey, this tree's blocking the way. Well, how do I get rid of that tree? It does a really good job of promoting exploration. I think is something that Gen 1 does really well. Because it's like, hey,
Especially-
you can find items on the ground.
and throughout the
Gotta walk a
game,
mile this way in the woods.
yeah,
Yeah,
and through the game, throughout the entire game, you're meeting with Professor Oak's aides because Professor Oak has AIDS. You know, he has AIDS. That's
Yeah,
well known by now.
His aides give you stuff.
His aides give you things depending on the amount of creatures you've captured.
Yep. Capture more creatures, the more aides you meet.
And they explain various tutorials throughout the game too, though.
That-
You know, like
that's
TMs and how they work and items and yada yada. You know,
Yeah, and
Yada yada.
I think,
yada 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 yada.
but then leaving and finding out there are fossil Pokemon in like the Pokemon Museum. Done. The Pokemon.
That was my fault.
Spaz it out.
The Pokemon Museum with, hey, we revive ancient Pokemon.
That's true, and that's in
Raising
Pewter
the
City.
ancient
That's one of the first cities
Yeah,
you meet.
exactly. And you're like, dinosaurs.
Especially,
What?
especially the first time
None of
playing.
them look like dinosaurs.
Aerodactyl looks like a
Well, the
pterodactyl.
first
I
time,
guess so.
hold on,
That's-
hold on.
Yeah,
The
he's
first
like-
time
he's
you
like the gummy
play,
bears.
you don't see them. All you see is their skeletons.
That's true.
They treat it like it is truly a museum.
Yeah, I
you
do
don't
like
see
that.
the Pokemon.
Yeah.
The first time playing, I mean, playing Ruby and Sapphire, I never saw the Kanto. And I'm sure other people can understand the struggle here. you first time playing those games, if those were your first exposure into Pokemon, you never saw the Kanto fossil mons, you know. So when you play the Kanto games for the first time, circa 2004, you and you get into the Pewter Museum, and they show you, here's an Aerodactyl skeleton, here's an Omanite skeleton, here's a Kabutops skeleton. That's all you have to go off of, you know? You're like, wait a second, what the fuck can this thing look like?
And then
you're able, they say that, you know, and when you get to Cinnabar, they say, hey, we revived the fossils that you found way earlier in the game at Mount Moon.
Oh, yeah. And then I think going into Pewter City Gym, your first gym battle, is such an experience. Because it is the first ever
Kanto.
gym battle
Kanto started it all,
any
baby.
player ever had was Brock. And Brock was there in the anime, and you're like, I know that guy.
Yeah.
And
I make good soup.
yeah, and
Nurse Joy.
yeah,
Nurse Joy. Officer Jenny.
who
Same.
yeah,
Me
it's
too. Me too.
Smash.
Wood.
fair. But moving forward from Pewter City into Mount Moon.
Okay. Sorry, you can go Mount Moon, and I still want to say what I was
Mount
saying.
Moon's one of my
Yeah.
favorite
Can
locations.
we talk about fossils for a second?
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely. Let's hit it, dude.
I've always
Fossils.
been so underwhelmed by fossil Pokemon.
Really?
Outside of Aerodactyl, which you have a very valid take there, I think they're bad.
Well, you
Cranidos and
didn't have the
Rampardos?
same experience that I'm going to say a good fair chunk of older Pokemon fans had, where they didn't see the fossil Pokemon first.
Yeah.
All they saw was the skeletons, and then they were able to piece it together through the story of the game.
But like,
that's
I'm
very
so
true.
underwhelmed by their design.
Well, I understand.
But like,
Because there's so much hype
we're-
around them.
We're,
I
we're
get it.
talking about like how Rhyhorn is like a dinosaur, right?
He's
Why
a
was
Rhy-
he
yeah.
not a?
A fossil
He
mon.
was a rhino. He's a
Okay.
rhino, not a dinosaur.
Well, rhinos are dinosaurs. So.
Yeah.
Well, there's that argument.
Well, so are crocodiles.
But-
And crocodiles are still around.
Like I don't know. I just think Omanite and like Kabuto or
They were based on. Think about the 1990s
They're-
and our knowledge
they're
of
based off
fossils.
of-
You know,
I guess so.
Yeah, it's a very different time. And then as you move forward, you start to like.
we've discovered many, many more species from back in the day, so
Yeah.
you're able to work a lot easier.
Do we have like besides like Rampardos? Do we have like a cool dinosaur fossil?
Tyrantrum.
Tyrantrum. That's the only other one I can think
Yeah,
of.
that's the only
I
one.
And,
used-
and the Gen 8
and his
fossils
shiny.
are terrible.
And his shiny
I
is
can
so cool.
fully.
I don't
Gen
know.
8 fossils are terrible.
I never thought Tyrantrum was like that cool though.
He was my.
I
I do
really
like.
That is
liked
pretty
it.
neat.
He's the best T-Rex dinosaur fossil Pokemon you're gonna get.
Yeah.
He looks like something out of Fossil Fighters. You remember that game?
Yes.
What a reference to anyone listening.
I don't know. I've just
Like
been
the
very
video of
underwhelmed
you
by
know what
fossils.
fossil
I respect
fighters
it. I
is.
respect it. And it kind of starts in Kanto with the but like that, it only worked so good in Kanto because you didn't have the exposure to it yet.
Yeah,
There was
but-
no anime. Put yourself in the shoes of.
But then I think about like the cards too, and like
That's true. The cards weren't
you-
out in the time. Put
Okay,
yourself
true.
1997. The cards didn't make it to the U.S. till
But
1998.
like I'm thinking
1999.
about like me getting the cards,
That's
and
true.
then like you open an Omanite in a pack, and you're like,
What is this?
what the hell?
That's true. That's
Oh
true.
my
This is
God.
terrible.
Now, to be fair, I didn't open as many cards as a kid, and I played Leaf Green first. You know.
I think if you. I'm going to be real, Gary. Are you a big dinosaurs person?
Rar.
Depends.
That's enough said.
yeah,
Honestly, that's why they're
I'm
disappointing
a
to
big
you.
dinosaur person, and like.
This is
Kabuto and Omanite are
on
Precambrian.
this episode of the podcast. We go on an autistic rant about dinosaurs.
For real. They're
Dino nuggies.
Precambrian. And then.
Dude, I do love Dino Nuggies.
Yeah. With barbecue.
Gen 1 Dino Nuggies. They coincide because, hear me out, anytime I played the Kanto games, I was usually eating Dino
You
Nuggies.
tried
That's-
on a bone?
Well, there's a certain kind of bone, but...
But you move on from that in. Anyways, leaving fossil Pokemon behind. You move it.
You move on from that. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
We move into Mount Moon, which is your first experience with Team Rocket.
And one of my favorite locations in all of Pokemon franchise history.
Yeah, because you hear about Clefairy and the aliens and the Moonstone, and
somebody who...
Whoa.
you're like, wait, Pokemon can be from off of the planet. That's your introduction to the idea that Clefairy is from the moon.
And
And-
somebody who started Ruby and Sapphire, I'm sure you share the same sentiment. So hearing that as a kid made me think, oh, can I find Deoxys here? You know what I mean? And for real, as a kid, that's something that you think. You're like, is Deoxys involved with this? No, he's not.
No, he's not.
It came way
It took
before
Dylan 20
Deoxys.
years to figure that out.
Well, we don't want to talk about that.
But there's such an experience in Mount Moon because you run into Team Rocket for their first time and they're like, "We're gonna steal your Pokemon," and you're like, "No, I love my Pokemon.
Well,
what the fuck?"
And playing Red and Blue, for example, the sprites they're kind of menacing. They have like
That's
gang
very
get up.
true.
They have bull whips. They have the little crack effect at the end. You know.
Yeah, like they're a lot.
They're kind of
scarier than
menacing,
Red
you
and
know.
Blue.
They're on some Indiana Jones type shit.
Well, they're more like on some slave trading type shit.
Yeah, for real. Like, Team Rocket is actually scary.
They're evil.
Yeah,
They're supposed- in Japan, they're called Rocket Gang. you know.
Yeah, and
I don't know why that makes it a little more
Yakuza,
menacing, but it
please
sounds a
come
little
after
more
us.
menacing.
and then
The
right after,
Yakuza's gonna come after us now.
Mount Moon, you leave. You go to why can I not think of the
Uh,
Cerulean City?
Yeah.
And hold.
Holding.
Have your piece
You
about
immediately
this.
see Team Rocket has broken through the wall of a house and robbed somebody.
Yes.
Like, you're like, oh, these people are bad. And especially as a kid, you're like, well, bad guys steal things. Oh, no.
Bad
And-
guys break other people's stuff.
They broke a back wall through
that
somebody's
was kinda
house.
crazy.
Gary, as a homeowner, how would you feel if somebody just broke through the floor of your house and wrecked everything and stole your stuff?
And they were like.
That's what I'm saying.
Just all
I feel sad.
Those people are pretty fucking diabolical, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
They,
don't
they,
know.
they take a monster, they throw it through your house,
Like-
it destroys everything.
If they took my dog,
Think about it.
They probably attacked your dog
think
with
about
their
it.
monster.
It's Pokemon, all right?
yeah.
Your dog is a Growlithe. They just killed it with a dang Doug Trio, dude.
Yeah?
God, we'd seek retribution.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's what the Team Rocket is truly evil.
Yeah, and
That's why they had to bring
as
him
the
back for
games
Gen
go on,
2.
they
They're so
definitely
evil.
become the lesser of a lot of the evils.
Well, yes
Yeah.
and no. In their actions, I would say that they definitely are the more evil ones because, granted, now, this isn't Gen 1.
The destroy the world types are out there.
Well, they don't get anywhere near as close in their actions and stuff. Think about their grunts. Are their grunts actively out there harassing, killing people, killing Pokemon, stealing Pokemon? No.
Yes.
The only other one I can think of,
Well,
nearly that bad, is Team
Gestus.
Plasma. Yes.
yeah, I guess this is evil.
But are their grunts that evil? Are they out there killing
Yeah.
people? Is it stated
The whole
in
plot
the
of Black and
games?
White 2 is Hugh's sister's Portland was stolen.
Is it
from
stated
them.
in the games and in the well, if you want to go to the manga, it's stated everywhere that all of the villains are
Really
murdering
evil.
and raping and stealing.
Whoa.
The manga goes hard, dude. Like,
Yeah, the Elite Four is a terrorist organization in the manga.
anyways, that's another thing. Let's move on, shall we? Cerulean City.
Cerulean City, and
Cerulean Cave, as an extension of that, is one of my favorite locations. It's an end game.
that's
first,
way later.
the first
That
end game
is.
location.
And we're back from our break.
Yeah, we're back from our break. Moving forward,
Yes.
we are in Cerulean City. Did you want to say your thing?
Yeah, I'd like to pass go and move on to another city.
Okay.
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 I just want to talk about, because I have a problem, 1-800-GAMBLER, the game corner. That is probably my favorite part of the game. Getting your pouch and then going in there and sitting at the slot machines.
Playing Voltorb Flip and
Yes.
losing your mind.
Well,
Yes.
it falls in line with the Team Rocket thing. That shows how evil they are. They try to get people hooked on gambling. They got a whole generation.
As a 7-year-old.
They got a whole generation of kids hooked on gambling.
Yeah, for real.
Bro.
And especially with
can
how
get Pokemon
irritating
from it.
Voltorb Flip is.
Dude, you could get Pokemon from it. With
Why are
It's
the
the only way to
Pokemon
get
games,
Porygon.
Yeah.
or why are like the mini games inside the Pokemon games always just so addicting?
Well, it's because it's gambling.
Yeah, it's gambling.
Yeah.
It's always
You
gambling.
love to see it.
That's
kids.
why circa Gen 5 and 6, they didn't include gambling anymore.
Boo.
Boo!
Yeah, I just
more
wanna touch it.
gambling!
More
gambling
More
in my
gambling!
I thought it was just cool to get Pokemon from gambling in the game.
Me
That's
too.
how you got Dratini.
It was the only way to get Porygon. Dratini you could catch in the Safari Zone.
Oh,
which
that's
I would
right.
like to mention the Safari Zone.
Well, yeah. So
You're into the Pokemon slave trade.
Well, that's
I'm a
kind of how it
gambler,
works.
Garry. I'm a gambler.
Yeah, because Team Rocket supplied them from steel. I mean, shit, they created Porygon.
yeah, they did.
That's the lore behind Porygon, you know. Is they made him because they wanted to make money off of a Pokemon.
Yep. And So
Respect the hustle, I guess.
Well, yeah, we've mentioned the game corner. I feel like we move on from Cerulean to Vermilion really quick, where Lieutenant Surge is. And in Vermilion, you learn something. Not only is the SS Anne there, and you're like, well, where does this go? And you find out later in Johto that that's supposed to go to Johto, but you also meet Lieutenant Surge. And in Lieutenant Surge's gym, you're like, why is there a lieutenant? That's like a military thing. And you run into the NPC, like the old man who says, I served under Lieutenant Surge in the war. And you're like,
War?
"The war?
What war?
And that's where it becomes like, there's war in Pokemon? Again, the dark side of Pokemon that isn't really there anymore. It's like, okay, what war? And
I mean, there was a whole ass war.
Dude.
You learn
There were
about
veterans, and people died.
Yeah.
I just find this
And
so
Pokemon.
interesting because like they seem to like have included like so many real life things
Yeah.
into this game, but
And then
like
they just kind of abandoned it in later
Well, yeah, but then-
generations. You know?
But yeah, they abandoned it, but they had like such interesting forethought in the Pokemon themselves. Too.
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
very true.
Which
and
is-
how
I mean,
related they are.
Yeah.
Voltorb's a literal war crime, being a hiding exploding bomb.
Yeah, that looks like a Pokeball.
You know,
And
like
you have all these things like how
Makes
Pokemon
sense.
involve the world
Yeah.
around them and how people have adjusted them. Porygon was created by Team Rocket.
Blastoise
Magnus-
has cannons on his goddamn
Like,
back.
but like if you think about Porygon for like just a second,
Yeah.
that's like such an interesting concept that like you would expect to be in like the third game or something. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, and they
That's-
had it.
And
as
it's
the
just
first
like
one.
it's just like boom, it's in the
I mean,
first one.
Porygon's a Pokemon created by man
Yep.
from the digital
And
cyberspace.
that's why he evolves via the upgrade. Because
developed by
they
Silph.
refined
Yeah.
him. They refined him.
And then the dubious disc created by an unknown computer programmer. It
Corrupts
therefore creating
Porygon.
Porygon Z as a glitch. You know?
Yeah, and it's that forethought that Gen 1 has.
It's
that-
just an upside down Porygon too.
That's the thing. But there's a lot of forethought in Gen 1. Like, here's a jungle, and there's a place that a lot of forethought goes into with Cinnabar Island. But that's jumping a bit ahead. Moving on to Lavender Town, we've talked about this already, the dark side of Pokemon, the death, that there are ghosts. And later you do find out those ghosts are Pokemon, but something that has never changed about ghost Pokemon is that they're very closely related to humans, and some of them might have been humans.
featuring our boy Yamask here, he is literally the spirit of a dead person
A treasure hunter.
embodying a mask. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
and often they're found in pharaoh's tombs. Phantump is the spirit of a child who
got
died
lost in the
wandering
forest.
woods. And all of
Wait, was this the Typhlosion girl?
the...
no,
No,
Okay,
no, 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 no,
okay,
no,
okay.
we're not talking about that. No,
that's not canon.
that's not canon. Not a canon event.
Okay.
But, like a
Not
lot
a
of...
canon.
Drifloon
event.
kidnapped
That's a
children.
hell
Like,
of a phrase.
Drifloon are disguised as balloons so they can drag people off to the underworld. Light the
Dusknoir
way
is
to the
literally
underworld.
Dusknoir is the Grim Reaper. You know.
Yeah, Dusknoir is the Grim Reaper. He, eats people's
Gen
souls.
1, I'm gonna talk Gengar. His sole
Yep.
purpose is he's your shadow. He follows you and stalks you and always
Mhm.
watches and eats your dreams.
And the only way you can see this is by a device that
Yep.
Giovanni hijacked a corporation to produce.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty hardcore.
Yeah,
You sit down and
it's
think about
kind
that.
of wild. And he
That's
does
why-
this for a
Back to
reason.
the evil of Team Rocket. you know?
Yeah, really. Then moving on, I think we can pretty quickly glaze over other than the Safari Zone. The Safari Zone adding, hey, here are rare Pokemon that are like going extinct. The idea of Lapras being a Pokemon, the Loch Ness going extinct. Like Pokemon can die out completely. And I guess that's included in fossil Pokemon, but you're more willing to accept that with the dinosaurs, I think.
Yeah, but why wasn't Lapras a fossil Pokemon?
The
Lapras
point is
would've
it's
made
the
a good
Loch
fossil.
Ness and like the
It's not
legend that the
fossil,
Loch
so-
Ness is still around is the point of Lapras in there. But its species had almost been hunted to extinction.
Yeah, and it only came back in lore because of some dumb dick who bred 100 million of them or whatever.
Yeah,
that
the
really
lore,
happened in
the-
real life lore.
The
but-
lore is that a kid was so sad that Lapras was going to be destroyed because it was his favorite Pokemon that he bred thousands of them and released them into the wild.
Yeah, but
And
I
it
get
was-
no trophies for breeding 3,268 Honeheads just for a shiny one.
You get a shiny Honedge, that's your trophy.
Moving on to Gen 1 again.
Yeah,
How are those
I share your
IDs?
pain. I bred fletchlings. I bred like tricos. Like I.
That should be a discussion topic.
Yeah,
one day,
I
is
think shiny
hunting.
Pokemon will be a later episode.
We'll
Like
have to have Gary back on. for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Specifically Omega Ruby.
Oh,
Like,
God.
one of the scrapped names for the podcast was Masuda Meatheads.
Shiny hunting's a big part of our
Experience
autistic
with Pokemon.
fixations.
But leaving what city is that? Fuchsia.
Yep.
Leaving Fuchsia City, you go back around up through the city Erica's in, and then over into Vermilion. No, Vermilion. Or am I? No.
Now you're getting me all crossed up. Let's
So what's
discuss
Sabrina's
what
city?
you're trying to talk
Sabrina
about.
is in that city.
Uh,
She's this psychic witch, and people can have psychic powers, which is a whole reveal on its own. And you're like, well, where does the line between people and Pokemon start and end?
South of Cerulean. East of Lavender Town. Why can't I think of it?
I can't either.
Let's go.
I
You
don't know.
pass go, collect $200.
Yeah, pass go, collect $200. Moving on now to a very important city, Cinnabar Island. And this leans heavily into the topic you discussed of Pokemon really
putting some forethought into their story.
putting some forethought into this. And the Burned Mansion on Cinnabar Island is a place where an experiment was run on a Pokemon in an attempt to clone it. And here it is said that Mew was experimented on and captured. and
Mew's DNA
Mew's
was experimented on.
DNA, yes. And
Mew
this was,
itself was never seen.
This was found on an island.
They used a fossil of Mew.
There's an actual name for it. It's not Mirage Island. It's a different one, which is also suspected to be the island where the Pokemon starters came from.
You can visit it in Pokemon Emerald via the old map.
Oh, that's true. You can. That's an event, though.
It is, and it hasn't been active since 06. But keep
Yeah,
talking. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I'm
I'm just trying to
you-
add layers to your
And
point here.
in this, you find people are experimenting on Pokemon to create new Pokemon. People can actively create new Pokemon, and again, the Porygon thing as well. And surrounded in the lab, that's where you find Ditto, failed clones of Mew, the only other Pokemon in the game that can learn Transform.
You can learn transform.
Yes.
Mew
Mew is the
has
second-
always been able to transform.
Unless you want to count Smeargle with Sketch, but nobody,
Yeah,
no.
No, that's
Mew
more
is
of a
the
gimmick.
only other Pokemon that can learn Transform
Oh.
via
And-
level up.
And Ditto only learns Transform.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the gimmick there.
They have the same height and weight, the
Yep.
same shiny color,
It-
and the
it's-
same base color.
Yeah, no, it's a really interesting conversation there, Ditto and Mew. And
Interesting.
My more interesting thought on it is that Mr. Fuji's the one that created Mewtwo.
yeah,
Mr.
that-
Fuji is the one who wrote the journal entries in the
that's true
Cinnabar
as well.
Burned Mansion.
the dude,
Mr.
the Pokemon breeder,
The
Mr.
guy-
Fuji.
The guy that you meet and save in Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town. The guy that gives you
Mm-hmm.
the Pokemon flute to wake up Snorlax.
Yeah,
he's,
he knows
uh,
a lot about Pokemon.
he's the
for
one
just
that
being an
created-
offside character.
And they show it in the anime too in the movie. Mr. Fuji's the one that talks to Mewtwo there when
Yeah.
he wakes up.
And it's just such an interesting.
I think that's an interesting point to bring up.
There's a lot of things that go with Mewtwo and Mew and Cinnabar Island, and Blaine being there, and Blaine is an old researcher, is what he used to be.
He worked with Fuji.
Yeah, he worked with Fuji, and his discussion of, I researched Pokemon, of course I know I'm a powerful gym leader. And then finally leaving Cinnabar and heading,
Towards Seafoam Island.
well, not Seafoam Island is where you get Articuno. I'm talking about going back.
Oh, to Pallet Town?
Going back to Pallet Town, and then, obviously,
To Viridian City for the
to
8th gym.
Viridian City, where you find out the Viridian City gym leader is back. And you're like, oh, well, I wonder who it is, you know?
I finally get to see him.
I
This
finally get to see him.
mysterious, enigmatic figure.
This, yeah, that's been gone for all this time. And you walk in, you beat the trainers in the gym, and sitting at the end of the gym is Giovanni. It's such a cool experience. You're like, I've been fighting you the whole time. And he uses an entirely different team, a team of all ground types. Nidoking, Rhydon, Nidoqueen, and
And what I love about it is during, and after the battle, he discusses how much battling you has reinvigorated his love of battling and turned him back into a regular
Trainer, yeah.
trainer rather than, super fucking crazy.
Crazy crime lord.
Yeah,
And
my boss.
Giovanni
He
begins.
I love it.
Giovanni begins
it
to
stuck
believe
with me
that
as a kid.
Mewtwo isn't necessarily the ultimate power, which is kind of the argument there. And you're like, okay. And then moving forward from there, you're introduced to the Elite Four, which, oh my...
You're gonna gloss over Victory Road like that? Victory Road is the ultimate test of your skills up to that point.
That's very true. Victory Road is a lot.
It's the end of the tutorial, so to speak. Like, I know that the whole game, first gen, can kind of be classified as the learning experience of the Pokemon franchise, and the Victory Road would be the end of that learning experience.
The high difficulty, the Pokemon are all very high level, and you're
all strong.
actually having to heal through going through Victory Road.
The trainers all have high level Moltres there in red and blue, yellow.
Yep.
And Let's Go and those games,
Yeah. It's an experience that stops being in Pokemon after Gen 8?
I don't know, honestly.
Because Gen 8 doesn't have Victory Road in it because you fight in that championship battle.
Yeah, because when I played Scarlet and Violet and learned that there's no Victory Road, I was shocked. I was like, what? This is not the way things should be.
This isn't the formula.
Yeah, I was like, something is wrong here.
It definitely hurt to not see Victory Road. Galar, at least it made a bit more sense with, like, the theme of here's the stadium in which, like, don't get me wrong, I hate Gen 8 a lot.
But it did make more sense than just no Victory Road.
Yeah, it was like, it's in the center of a city, it's a giant stadium, it's a huge pastime for people to come and watch these battles.
Gen 1's Victory Road felt kind of unique in the sense of, like, it started the whole trend of you start here, you battle powerful trainers, you run into powerful Pokemon.
And
you
these
run into
trainers
every
are
obstacle.
also trying to get to
think of
Elite
HMs
Four.
back in the day, too. You run into every obstacle.
Hear me out.
Strength,
Hear me
Rock
out.
Smash, Flash, you know.
Not to make this like a Scarlet and Violet episode, but I think it makes sense that there's no Victory Road in that.
Well, yeah, it does make sense because by the modern games, nobody needs that end tutorial. You know what I mean?
It's an open world concept, and like the way that they did the Pokemon in that, you could just like skip going by like everything pretty much, and just like get like you could almost like skirt around it in a way.
That's true. It just doesn't make sense for the modern formula, and I understand why it's not there, especially because, like I said at the start of my rant, it is kind of supposed to be the end of the road tutorial, where it's like, here's the toughness. This is the culmination of everything you've learned. It's not necessarily needed anymore. I mean, everybody's played a Pokemon fucking game at this point.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mother.
At some point, you're sick of it.
I mean,
or you're starting with Scarlet and Violet, and you have like no knowledge of that before, and then like
it's not like it matters to have it.
Then you go back and like a kid today could like start with that, and then they go back to like an X and Y or something, and they get that first experience where like it's like, oh, and then they're like, this is completely different.
That's
and
true.
then it like
that's true.
Maybe like one day when they grow up like a little older and like can do some of that, then they'll go back to like the original Pokemon game and play it
and experience that.
Yeah,
that's a fair enough.
So then
point.
it would come full circle, anyways.
But
you know?
We
just can't go without mentioning it.
Yeah.
You know?
The Elite Four in Kanto is particularly special, and your first match, you go in. It's very interesting because ice types are in the game, and one of their weaknesses is removed from this game. So they were a little better. There were no steel types.
Yeah.
And a lot of Pokemon didn't have the moves to deal with ice types.
To be fair, though, there weren't many ice types in the game.
That's true.
At the time, there was Dugong, Jinx, and guess what? Articuno. That's it.
Lapras.
Yeah, that's right. All right. but you could only get one in the game, so it's the same level.
Lorelli, though. The point is you're fighting Lorelli.
It's the same idea as like the Articuno, though. It's considered legendary by this point, or at this point in
That's
history.
fair enough. Yeah. And from that point, moving into Bruno and his Machamp. And Machamp, you couldn't get unless you could trade for. And that was scary. You're like, what is this Pokemon?
Oh, man.
And he kicks your ass. Dynamic punch. Just absolutely
You had to
fucking
pray
you up.
you had an Alakazam.
Yeah,
because
you needed a Psychic type for
in
Bruno.
Red and Blue, man, there was nothing to counter that thing except for an Alakazam.
Mm-hmm. And you had to be careful. Well, flying types too.
Yeah, but, I mean, my Pidgeot did work back in the day.
And to be fair, his Machamp knew rock type moves. So
Exactly.
it wasn't an exact counter to that problem.
No, it just was a solution. You know?
Yeah. It was a solution.
Now, granted, as an 8-year-old, you're going to spam your Charizard to level 100 because that's all you're using. So you just one-shot him anyways, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
That was before EXP share.
And then running
you had
into...
nothing else but you would just spam your starter. You know?
Wow.
Running into Agatha,
Good
the
times, man.
Ghost type Elite Four trainer. It's what? 3 Gengars and some Psychic types?
Yeah, she used an Alakazam, I believe.
An Alakazam and a Hypno, I think, too.
Maybe she didn't use Alakazam. I don't know. She definitely had that Hypno. 2 Gengars.
It was just interesting. It's one of those things that I think the luster is a little lost on in Gen 1 because there are no other ghost types.
But it was the first of its kind, so
they
gotta give it
definitely
some...
They redo her team in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, right?
And in Fire Red and Leaf Green, if you re-battle after completing the post-game in the Sevi Islands, they all have different teams because they don't, you know...
Yeah. And then Lance, the Dragon-type trainer, using Dragonite.
3
Dragon.
fucking times.
Yeah, and in Red and Blue, Dragonite had Hyper Beam, which Hyper Beam doesn't work.
It was
like
physical
it does
back
now.
in the day.
It was physical, yes, but it also you didn't have to recharge if you knocked out a Pokemon.
Oh yeah, no.
That's such a cool.
It was so OP, dude.
Hyper Beam Dragonite is one of the most powerful Gen 1 Pokemon.
Gen 1 meta is a whole nother thing, man. Like that's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah. Hyper Beam Dragonite or Hyper Beam Snorlax.
Psychic Alakazam is all you needed.
Nothing
could resist it except for bug types, and guess what? The bug types in the game were either Butterfree or Beedrill, and guess what? He's weak to it. Pinsir was pure bug type. He was your only chance. Everybody know that's Big Dig B.
That's such a meme. But I think the final special thing to be said about Gen 1 is the champion.
Yep.
And Mewtwo. Don't forget about
Well,
Mewtwo.
that's fair. But
you can't get the Mewtwo without the champion. And especially when you beat Lance and you're like, I did it. I beat the Elite Four.
yeah, you're like the Elite Four. That's it. And you walk out, and in the final room, there's Blue being like, hey, fucker.
Now, you can't go without mentioning this, without mentioning the fact that there was supposed to also be a Professor Oak battle after the champion battle.
And you can glitch your way into that battle via
In Gen 1 games.
Other
Red,
things.
Blue, Yellow. Those are the only games you can glitch, blah, 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 yada, yada.
But
if you don't know about it now, don't worry about it.
It's
You're
a
too
really
young.
interesting thing because he has like a very high level team, like 70, 80.
Oh, yeah, he was supposed to be strong.
Yeah, he was supposed to be like the Red of that generation, if you will.
He would have had the starter not chosen, level 70, whatever. Do research on it if you don't know about it by this
So
point.
I'll
It's
remove
been
one
30
of my quiz
fucking
questions.
years. Oh. Hey, I answered that one correctly. Do I get a point for that?
That
I
works
can't
for me.
lose a point on that one.
No, but I gain a point, right?
Unfortunately,
I'll
no,
pretend
it's
like
not
I
quiz
knew
time.
that.
It's not quiz time.
Fucking I was the only one that knew that. Why'd I have to bring it up?
You played yourself. It's okay. You probably know all the others too.
Yeah, we
and
can
one last
briefly
thing-
mention Mewtwo real fast.
Mewtwo.
Because,
Finding Mewtwo.
Yeah,
is-
who cares about Mewtwo?
well, he was the only legendary at the time. Think about, think about when we were 5, 6, 7 years old. Think
I
about
was
how,
being sarcastic.
think about
We're gonna
how,
briefly mention like probably one of the most popular Pokemon.
that's why we just briefly, everybody knows.
Everyone knows.
Everyone's
Mewtwo.
seen the movie. Think about how legendary he was when you were a kid. How, yeah.
Mewtwo is the first
unobtainability.
Pokemon to get a movie. He's in a cave that a trainer doesn't let you in until you've beaten the Elite Four. The cave is full of even
And
more
in Fire Red
powerful
Leaf
Pokemon.
Green, they don't
than
let you in the
Victory Road.
cave until after the post game. Even you
Yeah,
have to finish the
that's-
Sevi Islands post game before they let you in.
That's true. And
As a child, I did not understand
Hmm.
that.
a brief touch on the Sevi Islands. It finally gives a use to the SSN.
That's true. It does give you a use. You're able to go and visit the islands and catch Johto Pokemon, and you get the Ruby and Sapphire, and it gives you the ability to trade between Ruby and
Yeah.
Sapphire games and Emerald.
It-
Boom. That's enough said.
Sevi Islands is great. However, moving on to the Pokemon quiz show.
Yeah. Blitz.
One of the questions has been removed, so I'm going to come up with a backup question.
Son
you
of
go.
a
Don't
bitch.
cheat.
Why did I have to do that?
No, Dylan's gonna cheat off me.
Yeah, don't look.
I can't see but
Oh,
8
yeah.
inches off my face anyways. So.
Yeah, we're good.
And on this episode of the
Ladies and
podcast,
gentlemen,
everyone remembers I'm legally
I
blind.
am not gonna do well.
Yikes.
This is
All
our
right.
ace
I'm
trainer,
more of a
everybody.
casual.
Ace trainer Gary,
I'm
everybody.
youngster Joey.
So, we're going to start in the early game.
Hello.
In Pokemon
That's the anime.
Yellow, you
Pokemon
can receive one of two starters.
Ah.
Now,
Yes.
we know these as Pikachu and Eevee.
Oh.
However,
You just
you
won.
never get to choose Eevee because Blue always takes it. Now, here's the question. How do you evolve that Pikachu that you receive?
This is a trick question.
All right, answer.
Am
You
I
don't.
supposed to just say it out loud or write it down?
We'll have you say it out loud, but you're going to write down your answers in the future.
Oh, okay. Well, you kind of can't in yellow version. You have to move him forward into a Generation 3 or 4 game.
That's correct.
You can't do
cannot-
that.
You,
You
cannot
can't do
evolve
that.
your starter Pokemon.
And you can't do that
Right,
without,
that's -1
of
for me,
course,
a link cable.
First off, you have to transfer it to a Generation 2 game. Then you have to transfer it to Pokemon Coliseum. Then you have to transfer it to Pokemon Stadium. Then to Coliseum or XD Gale of Darkness. Then you can transfer it to a Generation 3 game and evolve your Pikachu.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
Cracker,
I'm-
you smoke.
I grew up during this age.
That
You
is
guys
correct.
did too. Come on.
I was
That's
dead.
1 point to Dylan.
I was dead, dude.
Hold on, bro. I could have answered that on the paper. I didn't. I thought we were writing it all down.
We
I
are
couldn't-
going to be writing it all down.
I couldn't
I
write
got
that
wrong
down. There's
written
too much
down as number
autistic
one.
shit going into that one.
Yeah.
The second one does involve
Oh
a
god.
picture.
There's a
Oh,
map.
no.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
now
We
we're
have to
talking.
Guess which trash can?
Uh,
Oh,
I
no.
hate this because I can't. I still can't
Oh,
get it right.
no.
There it is. So, Lieutenant Surge's
This is
gym
hard gold,
puzzle.
still silver. This isn't fair.
It's fine. It's the same map.
Oh, there's Looker. Alright.
No, they're different trash cans.
Okay. In Lieutenant Surge's gym, you have to activate 2 switches in his gym. One of those switches is always in a certain orientation.
Oh, you're gonna kill me here.
Where does that second switch appear?
Do I just draw which dot I want to be?
You tell me how it appears. There is actually a solution to this puzzle.
Isn't it like?
No,
one and-
write it down.
Well, you just said to say it, so I thought I was saying it.
I'm just saying diagonal.
All right.
Dude, I really don't remember.
I can't remember. I haven't played this DMG.
It was a
Every
cool
time
game.
I do it, I get it wrong too.
There is an
There is a
actual
path.
answer to this.
Start up, X. Quit game.
A, B, start, select, softer set.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
LR start.
Let me
That's
know.
for
You have your
3DS.
answers?
Yeah, I just
Game
said-
Boy.
No,
start
I'm
select.
stupid.
Gary, you have like 3 seconds to write down the
I'm going to
answer,
give you
dog.
10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Don's
could've-
fell asleep. The episode's
I
over.
Okay, I
could've-
got it.
All right. We're going to go around the room. Jared,
Diagonal, I know I'm wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't move diagonal in the Game Boy games. I said up and 2 to the left, dude. 1 up and 2 to the left. I don't think that's right.
I said left, middle.
But there are only 2 options.
Well, I
Well,
think what he meant
I
is
meant
1 left,
left.
and 2 up.
No, I'm at left, and
Oh,
then
like,
middle, like the left quadrant of like 3, and then the middle of that, and then the middle.
Up and 2 to the left isn't correct, unfortunately.
Yeah, I thought not, dude. I
It's-
always get it wrong.
Immediately next to the first switch you pressed. in one of these 4 directions. So if this is the switch, you press one of these 4 surrounding. It always spawns right next to it.
That's why I always did it wrong. Okay.
And not diagonally next to it, which is why your answer is incorrect. It is only the immediate up, down, left, or right directions.
Yeah, I was close.
Should have said adjacent.
Oh, yeah.
Adjacent was
It's
the
not
answer.
my vocabulary.
All right.
And you played
Moving
Heroes
on.
game.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on from that, let me see. Right. In the Generation 1 games, there are also a different Elite Four.
Oh, no.
Do you know which Elite Four member is added in later generations?
Like
And-
the name.
You can also tell me which gym leader is no longer a gym leader,
Oh,
because
got
that
it.
is the same answer
Got it. I spelled their name wrong.
as of the later games.
I spelled their name wrong.
That's fine.
Wait.
As long as you say it right.
Oh,
They've stopped being a
oh,
gym
I know
leader
what you
and
mean.
become
I
a
feel
member
like
of
I
the Elite
only
Four.
know this.
I
'cause
feel
of-
like I worded that horribly.
I feel like I only know this because of
Yeah,
Master Trainer.
it just
and if I'm
confused me.
right, that's no.
All right,
I could
Jarrett,
be
what's
wrong.
your answer?
I could be completely wrong. Oh God, I'm gonna get wrong, and then you're just gonna laugh. I don't want to go first.
Do it.
Go, Jarrett.
Do it.
Brock.
You had.
It is not Brock.
Oh,
Garrett
no!
said you always
No!
said Blaine. It is not Blaine.
Okay, that's
It's
gonna be my
Koga.
other answer.
It is Koga, the poison type gym leader. His daughter
forgot
takes
that guy
over
existed.
for him in later generations.
Gary.
That
would've
is
been my
2
second
points,
answer.
or that's 1 point for Dylan.
Yeah, but I'm up to 2. I'm winning.
Hell yeah, Gary, let's go. 0.
Doesn't matter. We're in a race to the bottom, baby.
Yeah, let's see who gets there first.
I thought I spelled
Alright.
Brock wrong.
I think he
Bro,
gets
Stone would have
negative
written down Thunderstone for the Raichu thing. So, like, I'm a little salty that I didn't get a point for that.
points. And I'm a little salty I didn't get a point for that. Dude.
Youngster Joey.
At the end of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you battle Pokemon Trainer Red.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me, list as many of the Pokemon as you can
Dude.
on
Honest
Trainer
team?
Red's team?
Can I list it in order?
You can if you want. You get a point for each Pokemon you get correct.
Can I phone a friend? Hey, Gary.
Okay, which version? You said Heart Gold, Soul Silver?
In Heart Gold and
Because there
Soul
are
Silver.
2 different versions.
There
of
are
it.
2 different versions of
Dude,
his
I
team.
got nothing.
I can't remember
Wait,
what
are
is Heart
these
Gold and Soul Silver
specifically
team.
Kanto Pokemon?
It is all Kanto Pokemon.
3 of them should be easy for you, buddy.
Well,
4 of them should be easy, I'll be honest.
oh crap! I almost wrote Bulbasaur. I almost wrote Venusaur and then Bulbasaur.
Well-
no.
Well, we'll see how this goes.
Well, there was one of your answers, buddy.
This is
I
wrong.
got it. I'm on
I'm
it,
just
dude.
picking ones that I like.
He said, Mr. Trebek, I have my answers locked in.
Okay.
Wait, I'm on 4 of 6.
If you can't think of the other 2,
I'm gonna be real. I'm just gonna write it. I'm just gonna write it down.
You should have a good idea of what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Think about commonly encountered Pokemon
powerful Pokemon.
in the Kanto region throughout your storyline.
It's a good. I'm definitely wrong on all of these, but it
He
sounds.
should have at least 4 of them.
I know, it's
I
really
think
easy.
everybody should have at least 4.
I
I
know.
have at least 3.
I have 5 written down.
I won't lie. I know all 6 of them, but I'm trying to think
Oh,
of
wait,
the
wait.
7th that swaps out is the problem.
Um,
Well, I have the answer, but
Wait, should I say mine like in order?
no, yeah, just
Or is
any
Cole-
order, I
or is
think.
Cole just gonna say it and then we're just gonna put our hand up if we.
Wait,
No,
what was
you're
the?
going to
Was
tell
there a
me your
bonus
I don't
want
want to be that embarrassed.
I'll give you a bonus point if you can name
Oh.
the 7th Pokemon. Why not?
Well, I can't, so.
Okay.
Unless it's the one that I have written
My
down,
question
I guess.
is, may it be breedable?
No.
Fuck.
What?
I picked up what he was
Okay.
asking.
Oh, I get what you're going for. No.
Fuck.
Okay.
All right.
Not right
Start
there.
it off. Start us off.
I swear to God, I
Um,
didn't think he was blue.
Can I
for a
just say it
second.
because I probably got it right anyways?
Yeah, go ahead and list off our team here.
Pikachu, Snorlax, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Espeon.
Okay, wait. So Pikachu, Snorlax, then what?
Charizard.
Gary, don't tell me you had Pikachu.
Okay.
I did have Pikachu.
Oh, you
The
son of a
other
bitch.
answer, there is another answer.
Oh, fuck.
It should be, I'm drawing a blank, but I can almost see its sprite,
I'm
dude.
drawing 6 blanks here.
It's instead of Espeon.
It's,
We actually talked about it earlier as well.
yeah, that's why I'm fucking so pissed. I can't think. Is it? It's
What?
not
How many
Hypno.
points did you get?
I get all 6.
How many points did you get?
I got 3.
All right. The final
It
Pokemon
would've
on
been
Red's
2
team
if I would've wrote
in the
Bulbasaur.
earlier games. Granted, I did say Heart Gold Soul Silver.
I'm
And
pointing at the camera
actually-
because these guys are gonna hold me accountable and they're gonna yell at me for it.
actually,
because I
you
should've
are
known.
incorrect on the Heart Gold Soul Silver count, but you got the bonus point for
Okay, so I still get my 6 points.
the red and gold. His final Pokemon is Lapras.
Lapras and Heart Gold Soul Silver.
I put Rhyhorn. I was.
I had Scyther.
Unfortunately.
See, Espeon, because I played more gold version
and
than I did Heart Gold.
that's an entirely fair answer.
Bro, I was trying to think
Well,
of Johto Pokemon, and I really was just drawing blanks.
Espeon, dude.
Yeah.
I've played so much
All
gold
right.
version.
Do I have time to redeem myself?
No.
There is actually in Pokemon on Cinnabar Island, if you
Oh,
surf on a
shit.
specific patch of land,
Oh, man.
you can encounter something known as missing note.
Oh, that was right.
I thought that was the question.
Oh,
Okay.
boo.
However, what people don't often know is that there are multiple types
thought
of
the
missing
same
notes.
thing.
If you can write down and then describe to me
Wait,
the
I
5
got
types
it.
of missing
I got
note
it.
that appear,
One of them has 2 different kinds of skins. Can I describe both?
yeah.
I don't even know what a missing no is.
You don't know what missing no is?
No.
Oh God.
Gary?
Looks like Gary and Jerry are both.
I got it. No, I've got it.
Okay.
I've got my answer.
You will get a point for each that you listened.
Nope. I have
Garrison,
one listed.
Missing no is the glitch Pokemon that you can catch that isn't actually a Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
If that will help with your answer. There are multiple
I
versions
think
of
I've got all of them.
it. Okay.
Hold on,
Me
wait.
too. Wait, can I go first?
Can I?
Give Gary some time here.
I got one answer.
Okay. We'll start with Gary. What is your egg? Is not correct. Garrison gets 0 points. Jared.
Well, he's not wrong
Well,
in future generations.
in future generations, but I'm talking.
Fire Red Leaf
I
Green.
specify-
Hold on, Fire Red Leaf Green. The missing no is an egg. Okay, because it's a Gen 3 game. The Gen 3 missing no is a level 0
give him half
egg.
a point. But
I'll give Gary 1 point for that. But
I
that-
have it written down here, so if it
said
doesn't count, then I
did say
subtract
the
the
list
point.
of 5 original missing notes.
Oh.
So I actually.
I have all of
Gary.
the missing no's ever.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I couldn't name it, so I just drew it and said Bled and Screech.
Okay.
Kind of looks like him.
You got a missing note.
Yeah.
That is 1
I
point.
Well, you
another
got
name.
one of them.
Give me half a
That's
point.
glitch number 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you would like to list the original 5 found up.
I got fossils, okay, and there's Aerodactyl and Kabutops fossil.
Yep.
There's the ghost version,
Yes.
which is the ghost from Lavender Town. There's glitch number 1 and 2.
Glitch number 1 and 2. The Pokemon.
Which one was number 2 that I drew? The Bled.
Yeah, that's the one that looks like shit.
Yeah. That's it.
I will bring them up for the class. This is what they
Oh,
all look
Yeah,
like.
that's all of them. See, you drew the one of them.
Yeah, I did. Dude, Gary, that was pretty good, dude. Look at that.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, bro. It literally looks like the block dude. What do you
Well,
mean?
it's a little off, but it looks okay.
Yeah.
It's passable.
Okay.
Just cut
It's an
that
older
one
I
tack.
code,
do have a
yeah.
final
It's an older
question,
code, but it checks
and
out.
this is our bonus round.
Ain't the
Gengar.
simplest
We've
spell.
been talking about Pokemon myths all day. Whoever gives me the best recreation of the supposed story of how to catch Mew 3 gets the point.
I don't remember how this works back in the day.
If you can even tell me any bit of correct information. Jarrett, we'll start with you. This is a...
You bought Leaf Green back in the day. You should know.
Wait, he was real?
No.
No, but what is the supposed story of how to get Mew 3?
You breed Mew with Mewtwo. Duh.
Well, that was one.
That
of the
was
myths, I
a
guess.
story.
Aha! I made it up.
Well, he. You're not wrong though. People used to say that.
Just think about it. 1 + 2, dude.
Is this where you like walk to the edge of the of a certain section of grass and like try to like glitch off, and then like you like walk yourself on a map to like this like edge of a like you're in like some
cooking.
cave,
I think we're
and
cooking.
then like
Cerulean
you
Cave.
get into like this portion of the map where like you're not supposed to like quite be, and then like it's like this whole like weird ass thing that like then like isn't actually like a thing.
Give this man 2 points. Holy shit.
You're describing a way to catch a Mew. You are not describing a way to catch Mew 3.
I've never heard of me.
All right, Dylan. I know you can at least give me part of the specifics.
If I remember any details at all, I know it has something to do with Cerulean's Cave. You got to be in there.
I said cave.
I really don't remember any of the prerequisites. I know you needed some certain Pokemon in your party. I don't remember what it was.
You needed a party of 5.
The key
Kangaskhan
piece
and
of the
1
legend
Ditto.
that is consistent across all of them is that you needed to have Pokemon Fire Red, not Leaf Green.
I always thought it was
Aw,
Leaf
dude.
Green. I was always told it was Leaf Green.
I was always
you
told
needed.
it was no, it was Leaf Green. Sorry, that's my bad. It was Leaf Green.
The audience
you
has my
needed
back.
to go to the third Sevi Island.
Checks out,
What
your
was
back
it?
looks
What's the
pretty
Sevi Island you start on?
1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
No, what's the one you first appear on though? Because I thought you didn't appear on 1.
No, I think it is 1.
Okay. You start on Island 1, and you go north on Island 1, and then you have to go into the building up there. And as part of that, you have to talk to a slew of NPCs, have certain Pokemon in your party. I think you have to have both Mew and Mewtwo in your party as part of that.
Checks out.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's how it
You gotta
went.
breed them.
Breed him.
And
Blit.
Breed him if you got
it
him.
has something to do with...
So I got 8 points. Do I win?
You do.
Yeah.
Jarrett, how many points did you get?
If you counted missing goal 4.
4. And
I'm
Garrett.
pretty sure I'm at like 4.5 or 5.
Damn it.
Let's look at your
Yeah, I
answer.
got
Well, I mean, I got at least
last.
4 off of this.
I definitely
Oh,
got
wait.
that.
Charizard, Dugtrio,
I
Venusaur,
kind of forgot
Blastoise.
Pikachu existed.
Okay!
I forgot to add up missing no. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
That
hey,
was
hey,
one.
you won.
That's
bro.
an extra 5. I'm at 13.
You definitely win, so you will get to pick the winning prize. However, we do have to decide a loser. So,
I'm already eating a pepper anyway, asshole.
no, this is for who gets the other
It
card.
was your idea to eat the peppers.
It's a bonus round question.
I'm already eating the pepper, asshole. That has to be a
As
short.
a tiebreaker question,
Yeah, that has to be a short.
I have a very interesting question.
Wait,
for you.
can I wager at all in the tiebreaker?
Yeah, wager as
fuck
many
it.
points as you
I'll
like
still
on the
lose.
tiebreaker.
It doesn't matter.
I'll still lose.
Yeah, actually, you both have 4
Okay,
points.
listen, let me just write an answer.
All right.
For the hell of
He
it.
said double or nothing.
What?
Let me get second place still.
I have a real question, and this will really test your Pokemon knowledge. What is the first Pokemon?
Well, are you talking more Pokedex?
Shut up!
This is a legit. You're asking a
There
trick
are multiple
question.
answers to this question.
Okay, that's all you needed to say.
There are multiple answers to this question.
There's 3 answers.
I'm
I'm giving them a hint because
There's
they don't
4
know.
answers, actually. 3 in Kanto, if we want to count that.
I was gonna say Ho-Oh
No.
appears first in the answer.
All right.
Okay, so that is the 4th.
Oh! Yeah,
That's the
that's a
4th
5th, actually.
Oh, wait. Is Togepi one?
The fuck is your other one?
One is a Pokemon technically not in Kanto. So
I'm still lost.
you're not
Arceus!
part of this. You're not part of this. List your answers down. There are 5 total answers.
I think
What is the
Arceus.
first Pokemon?
It's Arceus, bro.
that's one of the answers, dude. Write that shit down, dog.
All right, now they both get the point. There are now 4 more answers.
He has been saying it the whole time,
I'm
though.
out.
So
I checked out.
I checked out. I think he forfeited.
White flag, baby.
Garrison, list as many as you can.
We're not looking.
I mean, if you
don't
go
look at
by
my answer.
Dex, Charmander.
Bulbasaur.
Or, I'm sorry. I was
I
laughing
love
too hard.
this.
It's Bulbasaur.
I am
It's
having a
It's-
great
it goes
time right now.
grass first.
I can't wait till it's a region I know nothing about, so you guys get to do this to me.
Ho was technically
I
correct,
know
as well
nothing.
as Arceus.
Okay.
There are 2 more answers, though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What are the final?
Can I give them a hint, Mr. Trebek?
Like, what are you?
Cole, can I get a 6th one and make a wish with Jirachi to get the 5 answers?
Hold on.
Yeah, what's the hint?
What is Cole's favorite evolutionary line?
Oh, dude, are you kidding me?
I won't say which one, but
Rhyhorn, but like Rhydon? But like, how is Rhydon?
he was the first Pokemon ever
Ever
implemented.
coded.
Yeah.
First Pokemon ever
okay.
coded.
Okay.
That's why he's on all the statues.
And then
in
the
gyms.
final answer to this question is prior to Arceus, Mew is the ancestor of all Pokemon.
Arceus was first. He created him.
Yes, but it is.
He is still a first.
Before-
A first. He's not one of the first. So
Before Gen,
fuck you for that.
Before Gen 4,
These guys
Mew
got
was,
my back.
Before Gen 4, Mew was the ancestor
Maybe they
of all
don't.
Pokemon.
Maybe they're gonna flame me for this one, but
Before Gen
Dude,
4,
you have
Mew was the ancestor of
scoliosis.
all Pokemon.
I got the Parkinson's.
Alright, before Gen 4, we are still recording.
Exactly.
So to speed this up, Mew was the ancestor
We have
of all
our own
Pokemon
side bits. You
prior
just
to
keep
Arceus.
talking.
Alright, so
Oh God.
the winner will get to choose between one of these three cards. You have seen them. There's a
Let's
Mega
show-
Diancie,
let's show
a
them
Mega
to the-
Gengar,
Oh.
and the loser, because they have a hard brain, gets a Metapod.
I thought I was smooth.
Let me get the Gengar, baby.
I guess I get Diancie.
Mega Gengar, Mega Diancie.
Smooth brain.
Your brain is rock hard, Jared. I'll give you that.
Bro, wait. Oh, I thought that said stuff it.
oh
I thought it said stuff it.
man, I'll stiffen
Oh,
for you.
my
All
God.
right.
My brain is stiffened.
So
All right.
we still have a pack opening, Cole.
We have a pack
and
opening
Don's hot take.
and a hot take. So,
Which do we do first?
I'm
I,
ready for
I think
the
we'll let
Hot
Don
take?
ready the hot take.
Let's hot take it.
I'm ready to die. It's gonna be bad. I'm gonna try it without water here for Don's hot take.
All right, Don's hot take. Oh, by the way,
Never like this before.
yeah, you have to eat the peppers anyway. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be one because I'm kind of a weenie. But my hot take is there's actually 152 Pokemon in the Kanto region, not 151.
Okay.
Ash is the 152nd Pokemon. Thank you, Mr. Mime. Fuck, that is spicy.
I'm calling for help on this one.
I can't say it.
I need
She's a freak in the sheets, bro.
I need an adult.
Talk about spooky stories on Halloween.
Dunn is suffering.
Is it really that hot?
They're warm.
Oh, I
They're
get it.
warm.
I got the hiccups.
Smart water.
No, Ash's dad is, I think, later revealed in the anime. Isn't that a thing? Or is that implied to be Ash's dad later in the anime?
I'm dying.
Mr. Mime, the origin behind Mr. Mime is, they save Mr. Mime, right?
I'm dead.
You're such a weenie.
Mr. Fuji. Breed me, Mr. Mime. Breed me.
I'm so glad we're recording all this.
Holy shit.
Let's get to the pack opening while he suffers in the background.
Yeah,
Okay, that is pretty hot, but like,
He's
realistically,
a weenie.
the origin of Mr. Mime is after Ash is born, so that theory doesn't work in
Damn
itself.
it, I tried.
I'm gonna side with Dunn on this one just because I think it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, absolutely. But I just have to disagree. That was awesome.
He said you're wrong, but it's good.
All right, pack opening time.
I gotta leave.
I gotta leave.
All right,
So,
Jarrett, how you feeling, buddy?
done.
Little recovery
I
time.
perished. I'm with Ian.
Breathe fire on the packs.
Yeah, give me some of that Dunn luck, baby.
Give us
Wait,
the
I gotta
done
rub
look.
coals on my fat. All right.
Yeah. That shiny
it's
Mega
more-
Rayquaza.
More gooder lucker.
Our Ancient Origins pack here, and these two are opening Destined
Destined
Rivals.
Rivals.
Ancient
Giovanni
Origins.
pack. The
That's
Giovanni.
Primal Clash, bro.
Or Primal Clash,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Giovanni. It's
don't
in
know
the
what I'm
theme of
talking.
Kanto.
I'm dead.
Man.
I bought the pack. I should know what pack it is.
Wait, does that smell like 2025?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Unfortunately, it smells like mortgages and taxes, and
Oh, yeah. And
Are
that's
we
gonna
now
be-
doing this at the same time?
I thought we were.
Oh, I was gonna wait to let you two do your Destined Rivals polls.
Okay, that makes
I
more
thought
sense.
we were gonna do one at a time.
Combustion, Feebas, Dottler, Applin,
Suitable.
Arbok, Porygon, Ogre Pond. All right, Dipplin.
Well,
Pretzel Guy and a Hydrapple.
show the
Low
camera.
Ribbon,
Hold on, dude.
That's
This
pretty
is
fire.
the.
Team Rocket's Mimikyu.
It's kind of.
Marnie's Morgrem.
Yeah, that's a better lighting on
Team
it, I
Rocket's
guess. I don't know.
Archer.
It's ass. I pulled
Green
ass.
Hippopotas.
Who the fuck's Poppet is?
Hippopotas, because it's funnier to say than hippopotas.
Zapdos.
All right, who's ready to see me waste $60?
Well, Cole, it's better than.
I'll weigh $60 on toilet paper tomorrow morning.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's better than what Dunn did.
Where did you get those?
The shop.
My lead,
No. I meant the peppers.
my lead from work grew them.
Oh, nice.
All right, what is the
Local.
trick gun?
Hold on, Google it.
I think it's just 3 to the front.
Here, wait.
It should be
I
three.
don't
to
know.
the
Those
think
old
that's
ones, I
it.
believe, are 3.
It should be
I won't
3 to
have
the
a
front.
reaction.
Call-
Just give them to me.
Those
I'll put
old
them right in
ones
the
are
back.
3.
Gary does, in fact, have
Let's
the
do
best
3.
poker face.
Yeah, three is guaranteed safe, so we'll do that.
Alright.
Yeah, 3 to the
That
front
sounds
should
good.
be.
Holy shit. I was
appropriate.
wrong. I'm right.
Professor versus observations. Here you are, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, that's a Doublade. That's a beautiful looking boy right there.
Teammates,
Oh,
Added to my
teammates is
collection.
Torchic. Meryl.
Doesn't matter what pack he buys.
Surskit.
I always get my Hone Edge.
good. Gonna get that gold prime time.
Zigzagoon.
Hey,
Trico.
Trico.
Rough Seas. Ninetales, not
Ninetales,
Rough Seas,
non-hollow.
that was big
You gotta
money
show the
back in
camera,
the day.
Cole.
Yeah, this.
Rough Seas was cracked back then.
Well, it's once the same as Crystal Guardians. We'll be back with another Crystal Guardians before too long.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope so.
It is almost Christmas!
I
It's
can't believe
beginning
it.
to
I'm
look
such an
a
idiot.
lot
I
like
bought a pack with you.
homelessness.
I bought a pack with you.
I
should
told
have
you.
known.
I told you. That's that Hone Edge Doublade curse. Thanks for tuning
My mouth's
in,
on fire, I'm
and that's
going home.
And on this episode of the podcast, I earned another Doublade out of Cole's profits. Thank you for tuning in.